Hello, welcome to another Chronostory stream. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm starting the stream a little bit later than I would have liked. I've been looking to hopefully level up today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, to be honest, because 4% in a little over an hour is not really attainable, but we'll see how we go. I want to basically go until I level, but yeah, we'll see if time permits. And other than that, I mean, there have been a lot of changes in the world of Chronostory that we'll certainly be discussing today, namely in a lot of the fourth job adjustment that they've made. A lot of nerfs to Warrior, a lot of nerfs to Bowman. Mages have been mostly buffed, and the biggest change that I saw was the addition of Bless Plus, which is gonna pretty much prompt me to level my priest and make another support, you know, another party buff. So yeah, I've been working on my priest in the background. That's a really easy character to level, so I'm enjoying that one. That's easily going to get fourth job in time. We've got a lot to look forward to in the game, just like summarizing my chaos crystals, because that'll be what today is all about. I'm sitting on a very good number here. I've got 89. I've been doing a decent amount of bossing. Haven't found anything good, but still, that's a solid number. And then yeah, I've got about another 200 chaos crystals to make, so I'll be looking at a really healthy amount. Maybe I won't use all of them today, but definitely a good number to go off. But yeah, if I play a little more efficiently, I might be able to level up within the hour. Let me do a quick little smegger while I'm here. And I'll turn my game sounds up a bit, I feel pretty low. Just want to make sure my sound is coming through okay. Alright, I think we're good. Africa, how's it going, man? So you had a good stream today. Very unlucky on the scrolling though. But the 12 attack brown workload was okay. At least you got the 8 stack pack. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Definitely a little more subdued today on what is my Monday evening and probably everyone else's Sunday night. But I had a pretty busy day today, so Lin Kaizu, how's it going? Hello to you, hope you're doing well. Alright, let me put the Gachapon timer on. We'll go for 55 minutes, sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully I can level by then, should be able to level by then. I'll show my Chaos Crystal count again. You can kind of see that I'm getting low on Dark Crystals and Lucky Crystals, so this is kind of why we're farming here at the moment. The experience is good, but the rate of crystals for Dex and Lucky Crystals, it's pretty bad, to be honest. But we need to be here anyway, just because I'm gonna need Lucky Crystals eventually. I'd rather not go to Gobbies or anything like that. So this spot's fine. What are the 4th job changes? There was so many changes, Trevor. It's a little hard to know where to begin. There was a lot of changes to like, a lot of reworked skills basically. So warriors, bowmen, and mages all have trailers, all have massive changes at the moment. The long story short with the warriors is that they were mostly nerfed, I believe. And similarly with the bowmen too. Some of the changes they've made to arrow rain that the community doesn't really like, but Balte's kind of defended it for now, just saying that, you know, it could change once again, but that's the direction he just thought he needed to take based on the numbers. But the most important ones for me were the mage changes, as we quickly try to rebuff here. Disgusting. All my mules are lagging. It's so disgusting. Fuck. Alright, I mean, a 6 is really good. I can't even get any of my other buffs, but I don't really need them. What's the highest jump to achieve with buffs? I believe the highest jump you can have is like 125, correct? But you don't really want, or is it 120? I'm not sure. It's one or the other. But you don't really need that as a mage, so... But yeah, the highest jump you can have altogether, I think it's 125. It's whatever the sugar candy gives, right? Yeah, 25. But I don't really want that even when I'm training here, because We need to keep our jump at a specific number so we can hit all 3 platforms. But yeah, the main changes to the mages, they changed Big Bang so that when you upgrade it, it enhances the base damage of all the other skills. So all of the mages have Big Bang, and I can bring it up now and like speak to it. It'll be a little bit easier than trying to like recall everything because there was so many changes. And now there've been Thief changes too. There's just so much stuff going on. The Magician changes, okay, the main one was Big Bang. They increased the spell attack, and then they added spell attack. It adds spell attack to Explosion, Ice Strike, and Shining Ray, basically. So it makes those abilities stronger, the third job abilities, for whatever reason. I don't know if we're going to be using those third job abilities in fourth job, but it's still interesting to note. And then they changed the single target skills, Fire Demon and Ice Demon, to have a lot of additional damage and trigger a second hitbox that deals 33% damage to 3 other enemies. So they kind of made it single target with a little bit of like splash damage too, which I found really interesting. But the main thing that I noted was that they added Bless Plus, which is just another addition to Bless. It enhances it and gives it 20 weapon attack and 20 magic attack at the moment is what it gives. Like, that's fucking insane. So obviously I want the 20 magic attack. I need to build up my priest, but yeah, it's just crazy to have like an additional buff for the priest, but they definitely needed it. It's kind of like unfair that the priests are useless from like a support utility standpoint. So I like the fact that they have something now to support the team. Like Bless Plus also gives a lot of, you know, weapon and magic defense and some accuracy. It's really good. Which, fair enough, like Bless was such a bad skill to begin with. It kind of needs to do something. Do you have a priest meal or not useful? I do have a priest meal. Yeah, I'm working on getting it to the level it needs to be to also have Bless Plus. At the moment it's like 120, I think. It was 105 and I've been working on it on the side, and it's a really quick class to level because Bonefish is just like the best map for the priest. You can easily get like over 35 million there. It's not really useful aside from that. Like Holy Symbol's not really useful because we don't have much party play in the game at the moment, but maybe later on it's going to be a lot more useful. But now that it at least boosts, you know, boosts your attack, I kind of have to like use it. So if I'm playing solo, I think you'll not make a priest unless decent skills. Yeah, I love the party suggestion. I don't know, I mean, has it got any further traction? Has there been any more responses? I don't know, man, but it's still a good idea. I'm not passionately, you know, demanding it, if you know what I mean. But I still think it's a good idea generally. But I think my ideal, like, if I'm playing solo, my ideal buff party to support myself would be like Sharp Eyes, Speed Infusion. I think I still want the Dragon Knight in there for Power Stance and Hyper Body Plus. That's gonna really help for mages specifically that have the FMA. Like we have Blizzard, and Blizzard uses like 12k mana. So you want to be using power elixirs because you're going to deplete your mana really, really quickly. So that's actually really important. So I'm definitely going to use that. I have to use a priest as well, and that gives one more slot remaining, I think. I can choose haste if I want it, and if I don't want haste, I can bring another dice buff. So I've got a lot of options there, but that's what my ideal like solo buff party looks like. It's pretty annoying though, like I can't really support anyone else. I can give a dice buff to someone else if I don't need it. But yeah, I've been working in the background. I've got one of my dice meals to 129, which is all I need to do to get it max loaded dice. I probably need to get my Marauder a little bit higher so I can get, that's got to get to 149, so it's getting there slowly, but it's a lot of work to do. It's a pretty slow class to level. Alright, we're grinding a lot more efficiently now. The 6 buff allows me to like 2-shot these, and I can definitely full clear. So that really, really helps. What's dice? I play Spearman, so I guess it's a new skill someone else has. Yeah, all the pirates have this skill space. It's a 3rd job pirate skill. I think in old school MapleStory it used to be a 4th job skill, but now it's a 3rd job skill. Jumping Jack, we are indeed playing the bunny hopping Corridor 104 kind of gameplay. This one hurts my fingers, but I can do it for short periods of time. I just always have to like change which fingers I'm using to use the keyboard. But yeah, it's a dice skill, and then you roll between 1 to 6 and it gives various bonuses. 1 gives nothing, 2 gives weapon and magic attack, defense, sorry. 2 gives weapon and magic defense. 3 is like hyper body, it gives you additional health. 4 gives you drop rate, 5 gives you extra experience, and 6 gives you additional final damage. And then it's getting boosted in 4th job as well. That's what's really interesting, and it's prompting me to bring my my dice mules to level 129. The loaded dice, which is like the 4th job variation of it, is going to, as you level it up at max level, it removes the dice roll 1, which does nothing, so you can't roll that anymore, which is really good. It adds a dice roll 7 in there, which is additional critical damage and critical strike, and it can stack with sharp eyes, so that's really good for the weapon attack classes. And then there's another caveat in there, I can't remember what it is exactly, but it's really, really good loaded dice. Baltai also said that we should be expecting the test server like sometime the following week, so yeah, a little bit longer than I expected, but even still, at least we have some confirmation, some visibility on when we can expect the test server, so that's also really exciting. How long has it been? How long has it been since what? From the last update? You mean like actual significant update? Because we got some updates recently, but they were mostly like quality of life fixes once again, so I don't think that's what you're referring to. You mean like the last significant update, and it's been a long time. Yeah, I think the last significant update was literally the release of Aqua Road, was it not? Like there hasn't been anything else, right? So that was so long ago at this point. I want to say like 3, maybe even 4 months, but probably 3 months. I'm not too sure on that. There was a small difference in time. Oh, sorry, it's Leafree. Leafree came out after Aqua Road. What am I saying? But I still want to say it's about 3 months. But there was a really quick turnaround between like Omega Sector to Aqua Road. Pretty short in timing. And then pretty short in timing once again from Aqua Road to Leafree. But since Leafree, we've not had anything for a long time, because 4th job has been such a big change. Astronaut, good to see you. How many 30s on your one? At the moment, Trevor, I've got 5 on my Eva Wings, and I also have 5 30s on my Unwelcome one. But I'm looking to upgrade my Unwelcome one, hopefully. I remember 4th job is estimated to be about 2 to 3 months. Yeah, true. But that poll was a long time ago. I don't know. The poll said 4 to 8 weeks, which is more like 1 to 2 months. And I don't really think we adhered to that timing, but I obviously understand it's a lot of work for Baltai to do, and maybe he was a 2-man team before that, but now he's definitely a 1-man team. Alright, if I can maintain this pace, I can level up within 1 hour of being live, which is good. Guess it's still within the projection. Yeah, I mean, sure. I'd rather, you know, we have so much visibility, which is really nice. Like, when do you ever see a game give you estimations of when they're going to release content? Compare that to like the news we've got from Classic World. Of course, we'd rather this. You estimated 2 to 3, so you're right. Congratulations on being correct. It's still really good. It's a lot more information than we get from Classic. All we know from Classic is that there's going to be another open beta, and we don't know when it's going to be released. Like, yeah. But yeah, it's Monday today. I'm a little more subdued, obviously. I do have more resources than I usually do. Is that Samara? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna have 280 crystals today as opposed to like the 200 that I usually have to work with, but I might save a little bit. I might save like 80 of those crystals for my Wednesday stream just because I might not find as much time to farm. I got a decent amount of weekend grinding in compared to what I usually do, and that's why I'm looking a lot better on the Chaos Crystal side of things. Like, I'm looking a lot better down here. But I might not get much of a chance to play between now and my next stream, therefore I might not use it all. They also mentioned the Mark of the Beta will be a reward for another beta test. I mean, that's cool and all, but like, I'm slowly starting to care less and less, you know? It's just so long to wait, and what are we gonna do until then? I have to enjoy something. I'm right here, I'm comfortable here. Yeah, I've made a good amount of miso too. I'm like close to 10 bill once again, so we can do a decent amount of gachapon today. I'll probably buy a good amount. How many level 200s are there in the server so far? Probably, I think I'd confidently say like, there's the NA server and the Asia server, and I don't really get to see all the Asia server players. In NA, there would definitely be less than 10, but there's probably a few more than that in Asia. Definitely the highest level players are in Asia. I know that Toscano was the highest here, but I think he's taken a long break. I did see him online like semi-recently, but he was still 209 when he had been 209 for like a couple of months before that, I think. So he clearly took a break, which is well deserved. That guy was playing crazy hours. I've obviously been playing pretty casually myself. Australia in the NA server? Yeah, correct, Chair. Yeah, I get sent to the server. How long would it take for you to level up Perma Beginner to level 100? I honestly don't think it would take me anywhere near as long as it took Sham, for obvious reasons. Like, Shamana was playing the beginner as Iron Man, so he wasn't accepting any buffs or any leeching. I would buff myself, I would leech myself, and I get there a lot quicker. I do it solely through leeching, so I reckon it would take me definitely less than a month. I mean, obviously less than a month, maybe even less than like 2 weeks. I don't know. Less than a week? I don't know. Probably not. Probably a week is optimistic. Isn't NA server too laggy for Australia? The thing about the lag, no matter how big the latency is, like my latency is pretty high. It's like 207 or whatever. But it's the server, like ever since it changed from server-side attacking, where you can actually feel the delay between when you know, do an attack and when it registers as hitting. And then it changed from that to like client side. So whenever you hit, it processes it immediately and it doesn't register on the server until later, but like, it's a better system. It doesn't feel as clunky. So to answer your question, it's not too far away. I still feel like I can comfortably play. But it's only since they introduced that change. Otherwise, the network issues on other games from Australia playing on NA servers can be pretty bad. How does the server-side attack work with other people on the same map? It's a good question. I honestly can't tell you. I think it's a little, you know, beyond my technical understanding. But what it feels like at least is, I don't know what it feels like to them. And when I am in a map with someone else and see their attacks, I don't know if it feels laggy or anything. You feel extreme lag when someone else comes into the same map. That's interesting. Do I feel any such lag when someone comes in the same map? I usually don't grind with anyone, you know? Like, I've never been in the same map where someone's hitting my monsters and I'm grinding because, you know, everyone honors the map order rule. So it's only bossing, and we're hitting the same fish, and I don't really know what it feels like, so I guess I can't really answer your question. I don't know what it feels like to have someone attacking in the same map as me. We're all just playing solo at the moment, pretty much. So antisocial? I'd love to be social. I'd love for party play to be so much more viable. We've been asking for that for a while, you know? We're just waiting for Lionheart Castle to come out. I want it though, I want it. I don't like being antisocial, but that's how the game has been set up for me. Alright, let's rebuff here. See if we can get another 6, that would be good. I'm lagging like fucking crazy. Did not roll a 6. 1, 2, 5. 5 is fine. 5 is fine. Lionheart is next. It's not next, but it's on the agenda at some point in the long, probably, you know, very long, very far away. But Balte already like has acknowledged the feedback that people want party maps. So who knows what he cooks up in regards to that. It's definitely not going to be next though. I wonder how server side will do with the boss raid in the future. I honestly have no idea. Yeah. Alright, we're looking good on the leveling. Half an hour to go. I can do that. It's definitely more than I usually grind, but today is an exception because we're leveling. What are you scrolling today? Grand Relish, we're going to be going for the same Unwelcome Wand as usual. I've got some overalls, but not many to scroll. Anything that's locked is also scrollable. But I haven't really found much good equipment. I've mostly been farming at Sharks, and when I do that, there's no equipment for me to find, which is why it's kind of hard to scroll anything other than unwelcome weapons. I'm going to be transitioning to farming here more, because as my lucky crystal count and dex crystal count evens out, and I start to need lucky ores, there's no reason for me to go to Sharks anymore, because I'm getting too many dex ores and not enough lucky ores. So I'm going to be here a lot more often, and at least then I get some of a chance to hit like a good overall to scroll. Today's the day we see an upgrade. I can't see it happening, Zictu. I love your optimism, but like we've been getting battered for a while now. I got an upgrade on my bowman, who gives a fuck, you know? Like my target on that was so low. So we've been looking for a mage upgrade for a long time now. I think the last mage upgrade we hit, what was it? I genuinely can't remember at this point. I guess technically it's the Dark Pearl Ring, which was recent, but still. I barely count that because it's one stat. So what was like the last significant one we got? It was technically our unwelcome one, but that only went up 1 TMA, literally 1 TMA. So once again, that doesn't even count. So like, I want to say it's been a long time since I've gotten an upgrade. Like an actual upgrade. But we've gotten so close, which has been like painful. Like the earrings, I almost got to 44 total stat, which would have been like, I would confidently say that's best in server. So close. You ready for the boom glasses? Let me read this one sec. Yeah, I haven't gotten an upgrade on my mage for a long time. Earring's still 28 int, or 28 total stat. Team chat, oh my god, I'm getting PTSD. Yeah, don't worry, it's not you, it's me. Cape's still 22 stat. Cape is really good. 22 stat's really good. That's definitely doesn't need to be upgraded. Glove's still only 430s. What do you mean only 430s? Like, only 430s. Can you, guys, can you believe this, man? Only 430s. Mine is 330s and 260s, which is the same as 430s. But going from that to 5 is insanely improbable that I'm not even going for glove upgrades right now. So that's really, really good. Overall less than 50 stats. I mean, mine's 51 or something, like it's barely any better, but I like all of your gear. I think that earring is like the first thing I'd love to see upgraded. At least a 36, but obviously it's really hard to get an earring upgrade. Can't imagine how powerful the mob has to be in the future. It needs to be very powerful. We're too fucking strong. And I can only imagine with 4th job, we'll see when the test server comes. I'll be streaming a good amount of that. We'll see just how strong we are. I get the feeling that we're insanely strong, and like Balte's gonna realize that really quickly when the test server comes out. Like he's testing damage on the teasers on like a level 150 character with like no good gear. It's not a fair comparison. You boomed 8 unwelcome earrings on your first try, you're almost giving up. Never give in, brother, never give in. Alright. That upgrade is due. I went 35 bill. We're not gonna have Dragon Canyon, right? Balte confirmed we're not going to have it immediately when 4th job is released. So we've got an answer. I'm hopeful that it's shortly after 4th job is released, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe more. Hopefully it's not too long. I think we really need that new area to come out. How does the test server work? From what it was like when we had 3rd job, basically you start the character at level 120 and then you level it up and you can enjoy all the 4th job skills. All the rates are inflated, so you level up extremely quickly. It's really just there for you to, make characters, delete them, test all your skills. It's that kind of experience. It's like private server basically, like super inflated rates, but it's only temporary. He gonna directly release 4th job, right? Or will there be a test server? There's definitely gonna be a test server. The test server will be next week, he said. And then 4th job should follow that shortly after. But unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna have to wait a bit for 4th job to actually be released on the live server. How do you sign up for the test server? You don't need to. It's not. You guys are having flashbacks to like Classic, where you think you got to put down an email address and wait for a code. It's nothing like that. You just get. It's just another MapleStory Worlds open world. So yeah, don't worry about that. When do you think 4th is coming out? Well, we know we're getting the test server in next week. I'm gonna guess towards the later end of next week. I think it's gonna be another 3 weeks until we actually the test server concludes and 4th job is released. I think it'll be 3 weeks after that. So I think we're looking at another month basically, which is not ideal to think about, but the community is so opinionated. If you've been on Discord, you can see how polarizing some of the changes are to the community. People are very vocal about what they do or don't like. And I think Balte's gonna need a lot of time to like sift through all of that and, come to what he thinks is a fair playing field. Easy, we'll have 3 characters at level 120? Fuck yeah. Good for you. I'm also making some, preparations, but we've got so much time that it's not even an issue at this point. I thought I'd have less time than this, but yeah, we've got so much time to make preparations. Are you making more mules now? I don't need to make anything else. The only thing I'm upgrading on the back of the balance changes that came out is my priest. So I'm gonna actually have to use the priest now. I want that 20 magic attack. So I'm gonna get Bless Plus and bring my priest up to like whatever it needs to be, like 130 or something like that. It's PvE, who cares about balance IMO? As long as like nothing is blatantly overtuned, I don't really care about, some classes excelling in some areas over others. It's just normal, but yeah, the community's very, very, particular. To put it bluntly, put it nicely. And yeah, I don't know, they're very demanding as well, but it is what it is. My attitude is pretty much like Balte sets the direction and I will follow. That sounds good to me. Just make everything broken? Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, pretty much that's what it is at the moment. in the sense that relative to the difficulty of the monsters, we are fucking broken. I didn't know what Dota used to do, but you know, this is kind of sounding a little bit like it. I think balance is not needed when we get to create all jobs in an account. Yeah, I mean, I guess we only get 3 slots, but I think people overly fixate on things being equal power level to one another. But classes have identities. Some are meant to, you know, surpass other ones in certain areas, like single target or bossing or mobbing or whatever it is, right? But yeah, some classes are meant to be like, you know, known for being better at certain things. It's harder to balance. And needs to balance too because all the 4th job skills are new. Yeah, true. When you're introducing new things, it makes the balance a little bit harder. Advanced Bless and Rage will give 40 weapon attack. That sounds kind of OP. That's the very first thing I said. I'm like, I'm all down for like Bless Plus, but 20 weapon attack for fucking all the weapon attack classes that are already OP. And Blessing of the Fairy is like 1 to 2. You get 1 weapon attack per 2 magic attack. Why is Bless Plus 20 weapon attack, 20 magic attack? Like, what am I missing? Dice, SE, Rage, Bless, what else am I missing? Well, if you're a weapon attack class, you're not really missing anything, but if I were you, I would like to get... You're missing Speed Infusion, but I assume you mean Dice. You mean Speed Infusion when you say Dice, because you do both. But I personally am like Power Stance. I don't like getting knocked around, and I think the Hyper Body is going to be really valuable as well, so that's why I've made a DK. Unify inventory so that we can make all characters and shut everyone up. If only it was so simple, but yeah, that would work. You thought the vacuum monster was broken. What's the vacuum monster? Monster magnet? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's pretty broken to me. Yeah, that one? Yeah, that looks pretty broken. Is there a stance buff for party? Haven't heard. Yeah, I mean, supposedly. That's the whole reason I created it. It's a party buff, they said, so... Unless he, like, screws me and changes that, I won't be too pleased if he changes that. Because I made a whole DK predicated on having power stance. I know some that don't think power stance should be a party buff, and I understand. I honestly don't have an opinion, but knowing that it is one, I really want to use it. So yeah, that's why I made a DK. Warriors don't have an AFK way to farm, so I don't mind. You don't mind the stance or the monster magnet? I mean, I don't think classes need an AFK way to farm. Some classes are a lot better at AFK farming, but power stance is pretty dangerous from a botting perspective. But that being said, if you're botting, you're not getting a 4th job mule to buff you, so never mind, maybe it's not a big deal. Oh, the magnet. I don't think the magnet's going to be an AFK way to farm, because it's going to have a cooldown, and you need to kill a bunch of monsters, so it's not even AFK friendly. Would be nice if you can share buffs in the same account with the character slots like Blessing. I'm open to the idea. Yeah, I'm open to the idea. It's difficult, especially when you have 3 character slots. It's going to make a lot of people, in theory, think like, you know, oh, what is the best class for me to create so that I can utilize my buffs? Maybe, you know, if we had unlimited slots, there might be a little more flexibility to it, but we don't. Alright, I'm like almost 15 minutes away. Good for me. I want to be done with the grind. People are playing Mule Story. I mean, that is me, to be fair. I'm the biggest Mule Story player of all. But I like being self-sufficient. That's just always how I've played games. I'll definitely party if I can, you know, but I don't like having to rely on other people. Like with all the buff parties, and it's really nice to see people making so many buff parties. That's pretty cool. But You always have to sync up with one another. If someone goes missing, you get like frustrated. Like, bro, you're wasting my time. I could be grinding right now. Like, that's what I don't like. And it's just inevitable. Same? Yeah, you understand. How many meals do you have? A lot. A lot. I have every meal that I need in the game, basically. I have all of them. But I don't use all of them. I don't need some of them. I definitely made too many dice meals, that I regret. Not only we have to decide which class is better, we also have to assess which is fun to play. Yeah, exactly. Like, people should be just playing with the intention of having fun in mind, but a lot of people have that mentality of just, you know, being the strongest class that they can play. He's his own channel. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's get out dice. Hopefully we hit a 5 or a 6 to close this out. Oops, I didn't click this. 5, nice. Alright, we're good to go, good to go. Good to close this out. Last 15 minutes. Is it still cold in Melbourne? It is extremely cold. It is infuriatingly cold. Like, thus my attire. I'm kitted for the cold. I'm trying to be as comfy as possible today. Is your weapon plus 630? No, it's only 5. We're going for 6 or higher. And then I'll definitely sit on that one. I don't need to upgrade 7 out of 7, literally. 6 or higher is good with me. Rather just have fun. That's why I'm waiting for 120 on every character. Yeah, absolutely, you know. Just do whatever you need to do to enjoy the game. That's why I'm focusing on Chaos Crystals, you know, to bring the entertainment with the scrolling. I don't have to do this. I could just grind for experience the whole time. And maybe I'd be level like, you know, 207, 208 by then, but for what reason, you know? It's fun going for upgrades. It just started getting hot in Toronto. I'd love to trade places for a day. Alright, 1 more percent. Literally 1 more percent. Tips to train meals. Do you grind all of them at once together or separately? I used to grind them very differently from how I would grind them now. The game has changed a lot from when I made some of my initial meals to when I made them now. Like, I used to get 3 of them at once, so for my dice meals, this sounds so fucking cancerous, but I used to have 3 separate accounts and then make sure they were all active. Because they changed the way that party buff grinding works, you can't really exploit the system anymore. Like, I was exploiting it with Holy Symbol. I can get 3 different, you know, pirates in my party and make sure they're active by hitting 1 monster, and then I can farm on my main. So I was doing that at Dark Yeti and Pepe's, so I could upgrade like all 3 characters at once. You can't do that anymore because of the changes to Holy Symbol, so there's not really any great strategy to play to bring up the mules. Like, thankfully we get things like, you know, experience buffs for level 70 and under on some of the events, like the Easter chick buff. We don't have any of that at the moment, but in future, that's a good time to make your mules. But there's really no secret tech anymore since they like patched the use of Holy Symbol. So right now, I'd have to train them all separately, but back then I could do them together. Freezing in Sydney, it's fucking cold everywhere right now. I mean, everywhere on our side of the hemisphere. Never mind the other side. We're gonna have Zach Arm exploit. Oh hell no. Even the little like shark exploit that you did when you farmed Pianus, where you gotta go out and hit a shark to actually get party buff experience, that was kind of wild, but they patched that one up thankfully as well. It's forever hot in Singapore. I'd love to be in Singapore right now. They just had like a large badminton tournament there. All the pros were there. That would have been really fun. It's always hot there? Yeah, I can imagine. I've only been once though. I think I was too young to remember anything. Was in Brisbane this week. That passed, got cold super quick. Even in Brisbane, like Brisbane, it should be pretty hot up there, Plepple. I would think at least, you know. I just think of it as the Sunshine City, but yeah, not even that could save you. Lindan or Lee Chung Wei? I'm definitely a Lee Chung Wei fan. I have to be. I'm also like half Malaysian, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, this stuff is really like rough on the fingers. This is actually the carpal tunnel grinding. Definitely hurting my fingers a little bit. Darwin, damn. I didn't know there were so many Aussies here, to be honest. But then again, who else is going to be in my stream at fucking 5 PM on my time, but like 3 AM American time? Use a controller? I honestly should consider it. I've only got a really, really tiny one that I use for like AFK farming, but I should use like an actual good controller. That would be a lot easier on the hands. I don't really need one except for in this map. And this strategy is not really going to exist any longer. You are American? Well, good to have you here at this ungodly time for you, probably. Yeah, boys. Thoughts on thief changes? I think it's justified. A lot of justice there. The removal of Smokescreen from Hermits and the removal of Showdown from Shadowers makes a lot of sense. As for the skills, they got rid of Fan of Blades, whatever it's called, and replaced it with, you know, an enhanced Avenger. I think that's fine too. I think the changes were very well received for the thieves, but I don't really dig too deep into them because I don't really have a thief myself. You'd be surprised how nice it feels. I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Yeah. Like an actual handheld one. The one I use is like tiny. It's like a fucking Wii controller. So that's not really the same. It would be so much more comfortable to have like a large handheld one. Is Steam Controller going to help that? Yeah, definitely would, but I gotta fork out a lot of money. What I was trying to say was that this strategy is no longer going to be a thing when Dragon Canyon comes out. This won't be the best map anymore. So like, this jump tech that we're doing, we're not going to be doing that anymore. And I can play normally and my hands will feel fine again. Xbox Elite and PS4 controllers are the best. I'm not too well versed in the controller, you know, scene, but yeah, I can imagine. I've seen some really nice controllers out there. You're watching a YouTube vid about Lindan 2008 Korea Open controversy. Very interesting. Yeah, Koreans have had a history of like max fixing or some sort of like, you know, linesman scandals, those sorts of things. So yeah, I'm familiar with those. How's Fuma Shuriken gonna be with Cash Throwing Star? That I have no idea about. Will people ask for normal star back when Cash Star available? I also have no idea about that. Is this the best experience? It's close to the best experience, Cabba Boy. If I wanted the very best experience, I'd go to 304 with the drones. But this is very close to the best experience. We're getting like, you know, 80 million. I do have dice as well, so keep that in mind. But yeah, this is very, very good. How many hours you farm a day so fast, one level? Was it so fast, Lemon? I don't know, but it depends on the day. Like 3 days a week, I can farm like 5-6 hours, but the other days I can farm like 0. So some days I play a lot, some days I play not much. It's just different every day. How do you log into different meals? 5 PCs? No, I've only got 2 PCs and I use BlueStacks, and you can run multiple BlueStack instances. They're like mobile emulators. So I have multiple emulators and that's how I run all my buff meals. Nez, always good to see you. Hope you're doing well and hope you're having fun outside of Chronostory. When are you coming back to Chronostory? Don't think I haven't noticed. I've noticed. At least get yourself 4th job ready, my friend. Only time will tell. Yeah, fair enough. Keep it vague. Oh my god, I still need 0.4%. Oh. I just use my phone for a rage meal. Yeah, if you're a weapon attack class, you don't really need anything other than a rage meal. That's the bare minimum the Fluffy Kittens uses, and that's all you need. I don't need any of this, to be honest. Like, I can live without haste. I'm not using haste right now. I can live without power, without hyper body, and I don't really need the dice meals. Like, it's a nice edge, but it's not huge. So, you're not compelled to play Meal Story. You don't have to play this way. What is there to prepare for 4th? I've gone a little beyond what I needed to prepare because I only need Sharp Eyes, but I leveled another 10 levels so that I can enhance. I could get the Dragon Breath ability that pushes the mobs around. I don't know if it's not gonna come in handy immediately, but I think it'll come in handy like when something like Lionheart Castle gets released. Like a really tanky mob and you want to like move them around. I think it's gonna be really good for that. So I took it a bit further. Sharp Eyes needed, Bless, yes. Yeah, Sharp Eyes, Bless, Speed Infusion, that's all you need for 4th job in my opinion. Those 3 plus Rage and you've got a really good party. You don't need anything more than that. We are very close to 203, Nez. Yes, this is my monthly level. Monthly level up. HP. HP is really nice for specific classes. As a mage, I definitely don't need it, but, you know, hermits and other squishy classes could definitely want it, but it's not mandatory is all I mean to say. It's good, absolutely. You don't really feel like making meals? You don't need to, you don't need to. Honestly, you can wait until 4th job to make your meals, because think of how easy the meal experience is going to be when you have 4th job buffs. If you have Sharp Eyes, if you have Speed Infusion, if you have Enhanced Bless and Rage, that meal is going to level up so fucking quick. You've got accuracy, you've got like an additional 40 weapon attack. You don't need to make it now in preparation for 4th, just make it afterwards, you know? It's going to be so much easier. Buff parties work fine enough, they definitely do. It's nice to see so much of the community, as we see in the Smegas now, trying to coordinate with buff parties. This was not a thing like 2 months ago, honestly. But people are really, really leaning upon it now, and it's nice, because except for me, everyone gets to, you know, coordinate with each other. And that's fine, yeah, don't burn yourself out before 4th, you know. Be realistic about how much you want to play or what your goals are, that sort of thing. All meals in one account or different accounts, they have to be different accounts in order for you to use, you know, multiple party buffs. Yeah, they need to be different accounts. When are they dropping bossing? It would be good content for your streams. We have some bossing, Cowboy, but it's nothing that's overly entertaining. And the problem with bossing at the moment is, I mean, a couple of reasons. The main reason is the channel size. So the channel size is 25. It's really quiet at the moment, so if I found others to boss with, I could boss today. But like 5 hours ago in the day, all the channels were full, so you can't really boss at certain times. And then the bosses at the moment are not that inspiring. There's definitely going to be some better bosses in the game, but for now, it's, you know, Piana, Xeno, Mega. They're not challenging, which makes it not so exciting, but I love having content in the game that is exciting from a streaming perspective. That's why I do a lot of, you know, degenerate stuff. But yeah, if we had better bossing, that would definitely help with that. Your channels are quite full when you play. This is NA. Imagine Asia that Nez plays on. Like, it's over. You can't do bossing on that server. They have Horntail. We don't have Horntail yet. We've only got Pianus and Xeno Mega. We're getting everything else, like Zac and Papulatus, another time. Alright, we're so close to leveling. I can't wait to, you know, give my fingers a rest. That's what he said. Alright, maybe if there was a way to instance a boss room or something, it's possible that that's the direction we go to. Yeah, maybe that's going to be possible down the line, who knows? Many people, not many, some people have raised that suggestion before. Also, lagging when 6-man in one map bossing, yeah, that's rough. You tried playing on Asia server when you were in Taiwan, all Sharkades were full. I can imagine. I don't think I could play on the Asia server. Why not all mules one account or log in to log out to buffs? You can't buff yourself on the same account because you can't log in on multiple characters at the same time. But if you have all your buff mules on the same account, you can do that. It's just a little annoying to need to like You have to kick the party member and re-add. I don't think it counts. You're not automatically added to the party, so you lose a lot of time that way. Ta-da! Okay. Let's take our well-deserved break. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. To the silo. That's gonna be my 1 level up for the month. Alright, I'll take my skill points first. And I'll increase my game sound. Okay, so how many gachapon do I have? 206. I have gone up to 10 bill again. I'm okay to do like 400 today. I'm gonna buy 194. I'm gonna go straight into it. I'm not gonna delay. I'm a little time constrained today. 194. Sure. Degens assemble. My calling card. 200 SP reset, pretty nice. Let it go. It's so early to get bullied. 10k tickets, let's go! Be realistic, man. I got a family. Oh, I gotta clear all this shit first. My bad. Any good overalls? 20, no. 19. There's never anything good here. 22. I hold 23 and higher. 23 I can hold. I only hold 23 and higher, yeah. Otherwise, I send it back. Alright. Yeah, we can do all these overalls at the end. They're all 23 and above. For now, let's do our gachapon. I'm just gonna say hi to my partner. She just got home. I'll be right back. We're back. Alright, where were we? Sorry, I literally smega degen and then did not scroll, but I'm ready to go now. Alright, let's do it. We got 400 to go through. Boom, 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 boom. I'm so indifferent to the gachapon today. I just want to go to the scrolling. What's your NPC button binded to? It's binded to Y. It doesn't feel that comfortable to press. Let me try this out. It's not even pressing, yeah. I remember it was like this. It still presses on Y. It's so weird. And now I'm automatically jumping and my hands are up. Like, what the fuck? Never mind, I can't change it. 400 gacha spamming is painful? It is, but like, what am I gonna do? It seems like it only works when the button is on Y. Send this guy a lie detector. I can't. I'm using an auto clicker. No, but I know for a fact that if you use an auto clicker, Maple Story Worlds will just kick you out. Alright, we got 2:04 to go. We got nothing on the first half, that's okay. What Miso Ranger have you gotten so far? I've gotten all of them. Chat, I did 35 bill worth of gachapon, and that was ages ago. I'm probably up to like, what am I even up to? Like 60 bill? I don't even know. I've got every Miso Ranger fucking gear. You could use a mouse macro from your mouse driver. Hikizuru, that sounds so difficult to set up. Is it easy? Maybe for next time. I wish it could be like mouse wheel, just like boom, 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 you know? Damn mad, yeah. I don't wear them anyway. I like my fit. I like my fit looking the same on all characters, and then I have my class-specific hat on, and that's how I differentiate my characters. I like that outfit. Your score vouchers are from pure farming, or you buy through Miso? I never buy through Miso. I think it's really inefficient. I only get them through farming, yeah. Bee hopping gacha, okay. I can't even jump. Alright, no love here on the earring, but that's okay. Scroll wheel, jump, Jet alt style. I'd love that, I'd love that. Jet was a cool class, you know? R.I.P. Alright, that looks to be everything. Definitely no earring. It is what it is. It's a Monday. I don't even care that much today. I have 6 more to go. Why not? Just in case. Alright, GG. Let's go get our Chaos Crystals and then we'll go straight into the one scrolling. Crystal check. I can make... What's your keyboard? It is the Logitech Sorry, fuck, I don't even know what it is anymore. Okay, Corsair, I had a Logitech before. Corsair K70 RGB Pro. There you go. Yo, good morning, Schmantz, how's it going? Came in for the booms I see. We'll see about that, buddy. We'll see about that. 100 Chaos Crystals. I need, let's do 199. 199 into crystal ores. Cool. And then I can do a further 23. I don't need a further 23. I have so many. I'm only gonna do 200 Chaos Crystals. I'm gonna get one more Chaos Crystal and go down to 200. And whatever I finish on at 200 is just gonna be it. Keyboard BlueStacks Dragon RX. Alright, it's time. So I've got my partner waiting for me, so I wanna like push through this pretty quickly. So honestly, I'm just doing 15 today. Don't hate, alright? I'm preserving for future streams. I'm struggling to make the resources. I have to get all the chaos, all the crystals now. Before, I only needed power and dex. Now I need everything. Look at this shit. I'm only doing 15. Don't hate on me, please. Bro is burning scrolls. Yeah, that guy was. He's fail stacking for me. Alright, 15. Today's a 15 day. It's a Monday. I think the luck is lower on a Monday. Alright, here are our ones. Let's start re-rolling them. I've also got some overalls to go through. What do you spend your miso on then? Just gacha? Yeah, pretty much. I'm saving it toasted ham, and anything over 10 bill, I just spend on gachapon for now, which I'm not suggesting. This is just how I'm using my miso until 4th comes out, because I don't really have anything better to do. Knock knock luck, are you there? I'm also knocking, hello. Alright, let's go. So once again, int and magic attack, total of 131 or above. Partner says you on that mushroom game again? Yeah, she probably is saying that. Fucking mushroom game. How many of us actually have, you know, partners here? So it's hard to convince them. Oh, she was watching me play before. She's like, what are you doing? And then I showed her how to play. I was at Shark Caves and then teaching her to go left and right. She's like, is this all you do? I'm like, yeah, kinda. 130, just a little shy. No love so far. 131 will just barely make the requirement. Oops. $138, oh, 133, nice. She must be young to not know Mushroom Game as a kid. She's not that much younger than me, couple years. Some people were mushroomers and some people weren't, you know. Purple, nice. 134, not bad at all. Show her scrolling, getting that gambling high. I don't know, I don't think she'll appreciate it. Let her farm for you. No, she's shy, she'll never show herself. You're stuck with me, I'm afraid. The rolling is not going good. I don't feel like screaming today though, you know, it's one of those days. Ew. This is not going well at all. 131 barely makes the cut. It's great. Do the Dookie method, make a kid and then let the kid farm. I did not know Dookie has a kid. That's crazy. He doesn't even look that old. Every girlfriend gonna look at Maple wondering what is so fun with grinding? Yeah, literally. Unless that girl plays MapleStory, you're not really gonna be able to convince someone who's never played MapleStory the significance of the game. Oh, 139, that's the best one I've ever seen. Holy fuck. He's playing that mushroom game and banging the table again. Yep. I'm not banging the table today. I don't wanna, you know, it's not the day. What's the confirmed date on 4th drop? There's no confirmed date, Windcloud. We're just suspecting. It's purple again, but it's only 129. That's so disappointing. Oh, 137, huge, huge, huge. I'm getting 3 purples, that's really good. Test server to come out sometime next week. I'm guessing late next week. And then I'm guessing another 3 weeks for the test server, so 4 weeks all up probably. Come on, man. If I was your partner, I'd be jealous of that table. Outrageous comment. Outrageous. Joyous, thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate it. 130, unlucky. There was a 140 in Discord today. I'm guessing there's an ending to that story, I'll let you finish. Dude, 130 again. The rolling's going really badly. What I'm hitting is good, but it's taking me way more than average to hit it. I already went through 100 and only went 7 equipment, when it should be 10 per equipment, so that's pretty bad. 132, nice. 133, cool. 133. 5 more to go, almost there. A perfect sword 130. Oh, you mean a 140 wand. Okay, I'm like, 140 what? A perfect sword 139 would be ideal. It would really be ideal. It's already like a 30% ahead of some of my other ones. You're kind enough to want to manifest that for me? Oh, you're so nice. How is this purple garbage? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm burning crystals like crazy, man. This is why I can't do more than 15 today. 134, nice. 133, cool. How? I've got... Oh, sorry, it was really good. Sorry. I re-hobbit. I thought it was a really bad purple once again, but it was really good. Nice. 133. Alright, cool. We got through everything in 141. That's a little below average, but we rolled some much better ones today, so if we hit, it's going to be much better than it would on other occasions. I'm going to really quickly do the overalls. I've got like 5 overalls saved. They're all pretty mediocre, but any chance to make an overall is one I'm going to take. Alright, so these are all... Put this one at the very bottom. I'll do the overalls first. I don't think we're going to get any love on these. Once again, I'll go for overall luck. Yeah, I'll definitely go for luck. Shame that 200 wasn't AP resets instead. It really is a shame. It actually is a shame. That would have been 200 mil well spent. It honestly would have. Let's go for like 10, yeah. Alright, here we go. Wish us luck. I'm gonna do them one by one and instead of pyramid scrolling them. Just because there's not that many. Yeah, let's do one by one. Okay, we got one. Fuck it, I'm gonna swap and go to the others. It just feels right. This one's 24. Damn. Alright, how disappointing. Alright, we've only got one pass. Let's see if we can keep running it on this one. Okay. Guess not. Alright, one time. I don't think I even care today. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not emotional. Alright, we're gonna one-tap everything. You're deciding to main marksman or bishop. Would like to hear your thoughts. Would like to hear some opinions from you. Nikki, in terms of third job gameplay, bishops are really good. Bishops have like a really efficient farming route. There's a lot of Holy Week mobs and those maps are really good. So yeah, bishop has a really good third job, smooth gameplay. It's hard to know what to expect in fourth job. There's so many adjustments going on right now that we can't really gauge the strength of the classes. I personally think bishop is good. They've set it up so that it can play solo. Holy symbol, it's not widely used at the moment because we don't really have party buffs, but you can use it on yourself and it gives bonuses solo still, so that's fine. But yeah, I think it's gonna I think bishop's gonna be a really good class in fourth job, so that's my perspective for you. All right, here we go. No further delay. Ones are here. All right, we'll do one at a time. We'll do all 15. Fuck. Hello? Purple. Purple. No. Another purple, please. 139. It's 139. What the fuck is going on today? This is disgusting. I'm just repulsed. I'm absolutely repulsed. Just disgusting, man. All my best ones like died. Table's gonna get it. It's not gonna get it today. It's lucky. It's lucky my fiance's home. I'm not hitting the fucking table today. This is disgusting. 2 out of 15. Are you kidding me? I rolled so good on all of them. Like, my re-rolling was so good. And then the only ones that passed are garbage. Like, this is insane. I don't, like, let's just end this shit. This is ridiculous. That deserved the table slam? No, the table's getting off today. I'm not touching it. Alright guys, this is the very last scroll. With this wand, the stream dies with this wand. It's a shorter one today. I'm a little pressed for time. Had a busier day, but once again, needless to say, he's doing it off stream 100%. No, I'm rational. I'm calm. Listen to me. I don't give a fuck. Hey Sung, that's my fiance, just in case anyone wanted to know. Feel free to say hi to her. I'm literally about to wrap up. This is the last scroll we're gonna do, okay? Unless this somehow miraculously turns into anything good. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back on Wednesday, and I'll see you all then. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'll give it one more.